Misfiring there. Ben Ramadan had the rebound, but a foul in the process.
The United States does a lot of switching on the screen rolls. Anytime there's any screen down, they switch because they have so many equal-sized players. The one smaller guy on the floor is Chris Paul. He got caught that time on Ben Ramadan underneath the basket and got caught with a loose ball foul. So you're switching 1 through 5, and that time Chris Paul got caught inside with a bigger player.
This is Riava and throwing it away. Kevin Durant on Hamadani. Drop it off to LeBron. There was a gasp in the basketball arena as LeBron James wound up for the back scratcher and crushed it. Shot clock at 7. And Ramadan taking it in and drawing the foul. Macron Ben Ramadan with a three-point play opportunity.
You know what? I like what Tunisia's doing. They're playing fearless. And look at LeBron here. Look
Higher,
at this.
Faster, stronger.
Yes.
The Olympic motto.
Sidious Altius Fortius. My, what a beautiful play. He just does something every single game. In game 1, it was the 70-foot bounce pass that led to the beautiful play by Kevin Durant in the open court. We saw a couple beautiful passes in the half court. He just does whatever his team needs. We saw it in the playoffs when the Miami Heat needed a huge offensive night. He came through. Our buddy Doc Rivers is in the studio, remembers that game 6 very well when the Celtics had a chance to put him away, and LeBron goes in and gets 45 to give him the home court advantage and go win in game 7 to get to the finals.
Ball out of bounds to Tunisia, but LeBron James or Carmelo Anthony were on the 2004 Athens team that had to settle for bronze. They've talked about constantly telling Kevin Durant, talking to Westbrook, talking to Harden, Anthony Davis, they were embarrassed to come home with that bronze. It was an experience they'll never forget, and it's something LeBron constantly reminds all the youngsters about. But 6'9", 270 pounds, and flying and finishing. Hamadani will draw the foul. Got the pump fake.
See, this starting unit, when they've come into the game, they've laid behind in the post, allowed guys to catch where they wanted to catch it. They've tried to play in behind defensively, going for steals. And Tunisia has taken advantage of that. James Harden is going to come into the game now to get his first run of the game. They substituted initially with 5 guys. He's going to come in from Kobe. So there's a guy I talked about, James Harden, I thought had a chance tonight to come in and play well. You know, Coach K, I know him very, very well. He's got about 8 guys on this team right now that have spots every single night. Kevin Love is trying to earn that 9th spot. That 10th spot has been Andre Iguodala. Is he going to keep it? Can James Harden get some minutes? I know Coach K. I know how he operates. My son played down at Duke. I've known the man for 20 years. And unless you're one of the top 5 or 6, 7 guys, every single night you're going to be playing for those minutes.
Hamadani splitting the free throws. LeBron James, Durant, Tyson Chandler, Chris Paul, James Harden. Against that 2-3 zone. Chris Paul driving. Harden to tee it up and rattle it out. Once again, the United States continues to struggle on threes. 1 of 10. They're holding Tunisia to 36% shooting, but Tunisia's made 5 threes, which is why it's a reasonably respectable score.
Remember now, the first 3 games in 08, the United States really struggled, shot about 29% from the three-point line, and then they really picked it up over the last 5 games in 08.
Keisha Red had missed that layup, but Ben Ramadan and a nice feed from Arzig. I'll tell you right now, you look at Macron Ben Ramadan, he's having a first half. Plus, his name's so much fun to say.
the United States really getting nobody in the middle of that zone. This time Harden just drives with that left hand. They're playing 4 guys out on the perimeter. Normally LeBron really gets to that foul line and becomes a passer. He's been hanging out on the baseline in the last few possessions. Let's see if he goes to the middle of that zone. That's where he's really effective, picking guys apart, especially looking to the weak side.
And Ramadan on LeBron. I think he's got the United States' attention with his scoring. Arzig missing the 3. Harden with a rebound, and he'll push himself. Throws behind Durant.
See, now James Harden thought that Durant was going to run to the 3-point line. That time he ran for the layup. So often the United States runs for those threes because the line is shorter. It's what happens sometimes. You fall in love behind that line instead of running for layups. That time he ran for a layup, and James Harden thought he was going for the 3. And amazing, because those 2 guys play together in Oak City, you would think they would have a better feel for one another.
Amin Arzig sitting down. Radwan Slimana checking in. So Mohamed Hadidani handling. Trying to give Keisha Red a little bit of a break. There's the point guard who's played every minute. His 3 is good.
Keisha Red, this tape is going into the archives for him. I can tell you that right now.
So Keisha Red has 9 on 3 made threes. Chandler inside. The United States may stop settling for the 3 and start pounding Tunisia on the interior.
By that time they got somebody in the middle of that zone. When you do, now you become the passer, finding Tyson Chandler for the easy score.
Slimana being watched by Harden. The shot clock at 7. Keisha Red on Chris Paul. Adidani, a very deep 3. And Durant the rebound in motion. Chris Paul in the middle of the break. Harden with the step around and the finish.
Looks like Ginobili with that little Euro step. Stepping around the defender, the little soft shot off the glass. So James Harden came in, missed a 3, but he's had 2 nice drives. Just watch him step around the defender, little Euro step high off the glass. And the United States leads by 9.
All right, now, Coach, just artistically, when you think of